When my parents started talking about separation, I realized I had to take on a leadership role for my siblings and put a lot of my issues to the side. As I got older and became a freshman in high school, I still had no interest in God and faith. I still resembled somewhat of a leader to my friends and family, but was very insecure in myself. I knew I had a lot of people looking up to me, but I was lost in how to lead them. I remember the first time I heard about the Christian faith and Jesus. My dad used to make my siblings and I listen to a Christian preacher every day on the way to school. I used to hate it. I thought it was dumb and didn't make any sense. But now looking back, I'm very grateful to my dad for exposing me to my faith for the first time. Around that time, I started becoming very close to a young man that most of you guys know, Dave Loza. We had been friends for a while and started to date. Right away, I knew there was something different about him that I was attracted to. There was a sense of joy in him and with his interactions with people that I was in awe of. As time went on, we got more comfortable around each other, and he started talking to me about his faith and the way it has impacted his life. I was moved in the honesty in which he talked about his love for Jesus, and for the first time, my heart had opened up to the possibility of me going to church and checking it out for myself. I remember the first day I met all of you like it was yesterday. It was the opening day of Synergy, and you all welcomed me like a long-lost friend. I felt a connection and overwhelming, powerful love that I've never experienced before in my life, and it's hard to find the words to explain it. That day changed my life on Church People forever. That Saturday, before attending church for the first time, I remember thinking all these stereotypical views about Christians and the way they acted. And I actually remember Googling the phrase, how to talk to church people. I was scared out of my mind. But after attending for a few weeks, which turned into a few months, I wanted that love and joy that I saw in all of your faces. I wanted a relationship with Jesus. I still had my doubts and lots of questions, but was sure with all my heart I was ready to accept Jesus into my life. At that time, Josh Peterson was the youth group pastor, and I was trying to work up the courage to tell him that I wanted to be baptized. I hadn't talked or told anyone about my decision yet, but that Sunday I came to church telling myself I wasn't going to leave until I talked to Josh. That morning, while we were having youth group, he brought up that the church was going to have a baptism and asked if any of us were interested. I was so surprised and have learned that God doesn't make coincidences in our lives, and he has an exact plan for all of us. I raised my hand and remembered feeling ecstatic and nervous at the same time. I never thought I could produce that much sweat in just 3 seconds. I had my hand raised. A few weeks later, I was baptized at Ledbetter Beach. It was the most significant day of my entire life. I had accepted Jesus into my life and was excited about the renewed life I had in front of me. Starting life as a Christian wasn't easy for me, and these last 2 years have evidence of hardships I faced. But the main difference between my life before and my life now is I have an unconditional love that can't be measured by any other kind of relationship. For the first time in my life, I felt like I had a purpose and realized how precious of a gift life was. God has shown me how to be a leader and directed me on a path where I'll be able to shine his light onto others. Right after my baptism, I had my second knee injury due to a soccer accident. This surgery affected me both physically and mentally. I dedicated a lot of time in getting fit and strong again, and getting injured again was very devastating. Soccer has always been my biggest passion growing up, and I struggled to understand why God had removed something I cared about so deeply out of my life. In the last 2 years, I've gone 2 more additional knee surgeries. I've been blessed to have family and friends help me get through this, especially my mom, who stayed home from work to nurse me back to health. I have started to understand, even though I was a little angry and confused at God, that he wasn't trying to punish me, but simply wanted me to place my heart in other things that could focus more on praising his name. I still love the game and persevered through my surgeries, coming back hoping to glorify God and my family with my perseverance and optimistic outlook on life. But I had learned how to balance my passion of soccer with my passion of serving the Lord. In February of 2011, I got the amazing opportunity to go on a mission trip to Balfate, Colon, Honduras. Balfate, Colon is a small village about a 2-hour drive down a dirt path from the big city. There we met up with our close church family, the Wards. They are a missionary family who live there year-round, maintaining the local hospital and orphanage. Trish and Brad Ward have 2 daughters, Sammy and Sydney. Sydney is a 17-year-old girl who, as along with her family, has dedicated her life to serving the Lord in great measures. She has inspired my faith in more ways than I can explain, and She led by example, and God's light shined through her like a lighthouse finding lost ships. In Honduras, I helped lay the foundation of a chicken coop to help raise sanitary chickens that would help feed and sustain the hospital Loma de Luz and the local orphanage. The work was very rewarding and joyful to be a part of. The people I met there have permanently left a fixed mark on my heart and taught me a lot about value and friendship. When I returned, all I wanted to do was try to make a difference and shine a light on others like the Ward family and Honduran people had shown on me. I got involved in 2 organizations that I felt God had put on my heart. I started getting involved with a not-for-sale campaign group with an old leader of our church, Tim Griggs. There I learned about human trafficking and the shocking statistics of many people who still live in slavery. We brainstormed ideas and ways to encourage and raise money towards the abolishment of human trafficking and had a concert held at City College where other organizations came to inform the audience of the reality of human trafficking, sex slaves, and child labor. The concert impacted me very much, and I know as I grow my Christian faith, this is an issue I'm going to continue to pursue. I also started to attend an organization called Kids Club, which was held at the Village Apartments on the west side of town. These kids were distant from God, and some were already on a path towards a dangerous and harmful future. We played games, made arts and crafts, and sang worship songs. Being able to interact and support these kids gave them a sense of hope, knowing that they were loved and are loved unconditionally by God. Being a Christian has also affected my life at school. A lot of my friends before my baptism didn't understand why I had chosen to lead a different life. I remember one of my friends actually told me she thought I was wasting my time when I could be out partying and getting wasted, which absolutely made no sense to me whatsoever. I had a tough time explaining my faith to those who didn't understand because I was still learning myself. I am imperfect and always will be. I recognize the Christian faith is a continuous growing process. I had lost a few friends and still was being ridiculed by others, but my senior year, I gained a full family of friends when I joined Fellowship Club, a Christian club on campus. We met every Wednesday for a long time, worshiping, praying, and sharing the events going on in each other's lives. I was grateful to know I wasn't alone. I felt stronger in being able to communicate and express my faith with my classmates and friends, and thank God for the new friends He had given me. I started talking more and more to people I would usually just walk by and trying harder to live my life of faith by example. All of you have encouraged me in every aspect of my journey to a growing and stronger faith. Charity. You have been there encouraging me every step of the way. You've helped me make sense of things when I was confused. I carry my Jesus Fix handbook you gave me in my backpack every day to help my with my spirits when I need it the most. You are a huge influence and role model in my life. I want to thank you for all the encouraging words of wisdom. Rich and Jen, no words can ever explain the gratitude I have towards you for opening your home to me, sharing the gospel with me, and always supporting me. Rich, you have been an incredible teacher and leader for me. I admire your knowledge and wisdom of the Bible. You have always been there to answer my questions and one of the first people I would go to whenever I'm confused or in doubt. Jen, your undescribable love and joy for everyone has dumbfounded me. You inspire me with the love you show unto others and your willingness to selflessly help anyone in need. And Brian, even though you know public speaking is my worst fear, you still asked if I could share my story with everybody here today. And I thank you for that. You have pushed me to grow and ask the questions I've been afraid to ask. You encourage and support my passions and offer a helping hand whenever I need it. You're a great friend and an amazing teacher. And of course, to my parents, for supporting me and driving me to church every Sunday and to all my other church events. I appreciate all the hard work you both do for our family, and I love you both very much. There are so many of you to thank. Your warming, comforting hugs reassure me every Sunday how deeply I am loved here. All of you are the reasons why I've been saved. You've each played a role in the ways you've inspired me, and over the last 2 years, my heart has truly been transformed. Recently, my brother has started asking me about my faith. I've been praying for a long time that my brother will come to know the Lord, and now I hope God will give me the wisdom to share His word with my brother in ways which He will capture the love and truth that Jesus has brought into my life. Something I've been working on is to trust the Lord more with the plans He has for me, and to give my worries and burdens onto Him because I know He'll make everything work together for my good. I also need to learn patience. and let God do his work on his own time instead of me trying to speed up the process for him because it never works out. I've had more than a handful of hardships in these last couple years, but have witnessed an opportunity God has presented each and every time. If it is either helping my sister go through the same knee injury I have endured, being a friend to people at school other people choose to ignore, or blessing the food for my family before we eat. In the future, I'm hoping to attend a Christian college where I'll be surrounded by followers of Christ who encourage and help me grow in my faith. A passion I've discovered is going on mission trips, and one of my dreams is to go back to Honduras every year for as long as I can. I'm not sure yet in what career path I'm going to take, but pray and hope wherever I end up, it will be for the glory of the Lord. A Bible verse that I follow and look towards for comfort is Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. Gabe's grandmother, Jackie Gonzalez, gave me a picture frame with this verse on it the day of my baptism. Every morning I wake up and see this verse on my bedside table. This verse gives me confidence that in my future, things I haven't seen yet, but everything God has promised will come. Thank you.